Harriet Tubman, born into slavery, abused, hunted, and still she went back again and again to rescue others. Not because it was safe, but she was completely anchored into something bigger than fear. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger either. That's not luck, that's alignment with purpose. So you did the hard part. You went quiet, you broke the patterns, you showed up when no one was watching. And for the first time in a long time, you started to feel centered. But now comes the moment no one warns you about. Not the silence, not the discomfort, the return. The moment where life gets loud again. The phone lights up, your feed gets noisy, people need you, you get very busy, distracted, and pulled. And now the real question hits you. How do I carry this with peace when everything is pulling me back to my old self? That's what day 20 is all about. The part that separates temporary momentum from transformation. This is about your anchor. The truth, most people don't lose their growth because they didn't want it. They lose it because they did not protect it. They thought they needed more motivation, but what they really needed was a system to stay grounded when things sped back up. Let's build on that today. The anchor framework. This is how you stay you when life gets loud. A. Accept the return of noise. Life will not stay quiet to honor your healing. Your inbox will fill up, people will question your new standard, old patterns will creep up back again. Your mind will try to convince you you're falling behind. Don't panic. Expect it. This isn't a setback, this is the test you trained for. Lazarus and Folkman. People who plan for disruption ahead of the time reduce their stress dramatically. You don't get derailed by what you expect and prepare for as well. Name your non-negotiables. These are your minimum standards, the things that keep your nervous system calm and identity aligned. For me, very simple. 10 minutes of silence every morning, no matter what. One piece of content, not for the clout, for the consistency. No negotiation with excuses. If I say I'll do it, I'm gonna do it. That's it. That's the foundation. You don't need 100 habits. You need 3 that reminds you of who you are. Behavioral activation therapy. Used to treat depression by reconnecting behavior to values. When you do the things that reflect who you want to be, even when you don't feel like it, your brain follows. Create a visible identity reminder. Here's what no one tells you. The world will treat you like you used to be. If you don't actively remind yourself of who you are becoming, you'll play the old role just to fit in. You need to see your new self daily. For instance, a phone wallpaper, something small. I don't shrink. A mirror note, built-in silence, a bracelet, maybe a journal prompt, something that you like, or an alarm that goes off midday saying, hold the line. That's not a bad idea. This isn't silly, this is just neural enforcement. BJ Fogg, your behavior follows visual and emotional cues in your environment. If you don't reprogram your environment, it will reprogram you. H, have a reset protocol. You will slip. That's not failure. That's part of life. But what really matters is how fast you come back. Most people just miss a day and spiral for an entire week. You're different. You're not most people. My reset protocol, very simple. Number 1, pause. 2, 60 seconds of silence. No phone, no thoughts. Ask, what would the version of me I respect do next? Do it quietly, no drama. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to come back. And come back super fast, that is. Cognitive diffusion, act therapy. You are not your thoughts. You can observe without obeying. The moment you pause, you re-enter choice instead of reaction. That's a very great concept. Think about that one. Oh, own your energy calendar. This is a super important one. I highly recommend you listen to this. Your energy is sacred. Not every hour is created equal. And not every task deserves your best energy. Most people say yes out of guilt and burn out of habit. Here's what I do. Audit your week using the Energizer grid. High energy, high meaning equals prioritization. High energy, low meaning means delegate or reduce. Low energy, high meaning means restructure or simplify. Low energy, low meaning, just cut it out. Build your week like someone who protects their energy like a bank account. Effective forecasting. We often misjudge what will bring us joy or even drain us. Start tracking reality, not assumptions. Revisit your mission weekly. Here's a question for you. When's the last time you asked yourself, who am I becoming? Reflection locks in alignment. Once a week, unplug, sit, reflect, and ask, what pulled me off this week? What am I proud of that no one else saw? Where did I hold the line? What do I want to protect going forward? No pressure, no shame, just straight alignment. Psych Insight, narrative psychology. You are the story you tell yourself. Weekly reflection helps you edit the script and become an author again. Now that's the truth. Real life anchors. Harriet Tubman, born into slavery, abused, hunted, and still she went back again and again to rescue others. Not because it was safe, but she was completely anchored into something bigger than fear. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger either. That's not luck, that's alignment with purpose. Thich Nhat Hanh, Zen master. Exiled from his country during a Vietnam War, he stayed committed to peace and mindfulness. He walked slowly, breathed deeply, and taught others to do the same, even when bombs were falling. You can't calm the storm, but what you can do is be calm, because the storm will pass. Christopher Reeves, Superman actor. After a spinal cord injury left him paralyzed, he became an advocate for disability research. His anchor wasn't physical, it was inner purpose. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. Fred Rogers. In a world obsessed with speed and cynicism, he chose gentleness, patience, and presence. On national television, he once paused in the silence for a full 10 seconds on live TV just to give kids time to think. That's not performance, that's anchored presence. Monk mode was never about isolation. It's about preparation. It's about preparation. Now that life is getting louder, you carry something completely different now. You're not just reacting anymore, you're rooted, because real growth isn't proven in silence, it's proven in noise. If you can hold your peace when chaos returns, you can stay the course when nobody's watching. That's when you know the work. That's what it means to be anchored. Monk mode check-in. What are 3 daily non-negotiables that you have right now? What's your identity anchor, and where do you keep it? What's your reset protocol for off days? What's draining your energy right now? And what will you cut out this week? And finally, when is your weekly mission check-in? Answer them, share them, and live them. It's all up to you at this point. You've completed Arc 2, Control with Creation. You've built discipline, rewired your habits, reclaimed your time, and protected your peace, and stood on the edge without breaking. Now we rise. Arc 3 begins tomorrow. Ascension. Day 21 is called the Summit. It's time to stop surviving and start the rising. I'll see you at the top, and don't forget, stay grateful for what you have.